are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
At the Chargers' 49-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? Eight yards to go on second down. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And finally brought down at the 38. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he can make anything happen. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you? No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right? He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. He'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There he goes left side. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. Oh, a nifty juke there. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0.
Buccaneers 14, Chargers nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Herbert now. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Herbert off of play action. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Again, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 5. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 41-yard line.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
A 44-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They go play action here on first down. A check down here to Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second and 5. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll start out here with the option left. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got some space here. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2.
At the Buccaneers' 42-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Bucs on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 of the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 51 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Chargers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down. At about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And I think the ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Running right, Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Herbert. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Herbert going to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Throwing, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And it brings up 4th down.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Buccaneers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.